All right. I'm going to keep SPY in the bottom right in case that happens to, in case the floor happens to drop out from underneath us. I'm going to keep GME in the bottom left because that's potentially going to squeeze today to 210. And then on the top right, in the top left, we'll see. Okay, that's over on my DOS screen I'm talking about. On FRX, Austin is saying that there may be a bullish signal Elliott wave on a FRX. All right, so it looks like energy is up considerably, is very bullish this morning. Energy. So we'll probably continue to try to pick out some leaders there to day trade. Now, the thing is today we have, and I'll double check right now on the stock market chameleon, but we have no large gappers. Yep, and that is the case. So when that happens, you know, we have a 26 gainer, a 26% gainer, SVBI, and I'll pull it up. But I'm getting to something here. SVBI. I want to keep SLGG because that's up a little bit as well. SKT. And SVBI. Yeah, SVBI. All right. There they are. Oh, Socket has a pretty nice, SKT has a pretty nice signature. SVBI, not so much. But SKT has crapped out, and SLG, not so much. Now, when that happens, that usually scares all the fish. All right. When there's not a spiker in the morning, that just dries up the whole pool. Just everybody goes home. There's no way, you have to understand, there's no way you're going to cap the demand to actually create spike follow through on the day. So at most, what's going to happen at best is, you know, the demand is going to swarm to wherever there seems to be something going on. And it's going to try and climb and do its best and then create a breakout. But that breakout's not going to have the demand to create the follow through, like to double up, because it's already at max demand, pushing just to break out. So the breakout's going to fake out and going to fade. So today, all breakouts are going to be fake outs. It also indicates that the market itself is probably going to chop and go sideways. And it's going to be a dead day on momentum breakouts. So what we're going to do instead is just play the 2-minute candle strategy on those sectors that have stocks, good stocks, big, huge companies that are going up. And that's with stock shares. So that's a day trading strategy. And throughout the day, we may pick also some stocks to swing trade. Currently, like right now, you want to be starting to roll out of tech and into energy, like primarily, and financial, especially banks are hot right now. But lenders. So anyone with lots of money who does lending is king. And I believe there's more information coming in from Powell this morning, again, which may indicate inflation. And also the yields have been going way up. So that's a indication that businesses are going to do very poorly going into the future. Their profit margins are going to get squished. Like you got to understand, if you have to pay, 30 to 50% more on your debt, moving forward, or on debt that you need. It doesn't sound like it's much of an impact if you're making, you know, X number of trillions of dollars and you got a revenue and a et cetera. But the problem is the profit margin. It's the profit margin where you get the profit. And debt comes right out of that profit margin. So any increases in debt comes right out of that profit margin. So a 33, you know, a 50% increase in debt payments because something went from 1% to 1.5%, which is exactly what's happening. It can mean it depends on how the company's structured. It can mean an 80% decrease in profit margin. And you can imagine when these rates go up to 3%, 5%, 7% over the next 7 to 10 years, 4 to 7 to 10 years, how therefore the prospect of being in these companies is getting really, really bleak. So yeah, I think healthcare remains stable, and so does consumer staples, and so does industrials are doing pretty good. And it looks like aerospace. I don't understand the aerospace thing, but that's doing well. I don't understand why. Maybe they've miscategorized the aerospace. By the way, today I'm wearing SpaceX, but and I'm going, what? Like, but you know, obviously SpaceX is not publicly traded, and but it's an industrial, and it may do well, moving well into the future. So, but no, energy and financial stocks, those are probably going to be the ones that we lead with today. So I'm going to fill up the 2-minute charts here for a smooth income day trading strategy, not the high frequency trading. We won't be taking any breakouts on high frequency trading or 1-minute candles. We're not going to do momentum breakouts. You may even see something happen, but we probably won't take it. I'll look at it, and maybe, you know, especially if it's in the right sector. Like if there was a supernova in finance, yeah, we'd go way after that. Or energy, like CPE. I have that on the radar. Okay, CPE did really well yesterday. Went from 27 to 33. So it's not supernova, but you know, that would have been a great 2-minute candle trade. Put that on 2 minutes. So anyway, yeah, that's the case. And then GME, we're just going to be solidly making sure that GME doesn't suddenly short squeeze on us. I expect there may be a short squeeze today or tomorrow on GME up to 210. But if the demand follow through isn't there, you know, it's going to struggle with making it happen. When are these interest rates supposed to go into effect? Well, it's just they're going to go up from here for the next 40 years. So when it comes to the stock market, you value a company kind of like, you know, the goose that lays the golden egg. You know, you wouldn't sell it for just the price of one golden egg. You sell it for, you know, if it lays a golden egg once every month, right? You'd sell it for like, what is the life expectancy of the goose times the number of eggs, right? So that's the current present value of something is reflected in the total life value. You would not sell something to someone for less than they're going to be able to get for the rest of their lives out of it, right? And so now you have to backward factor in rising interest rates. So that devalues these companies massively, like massively. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Professor. All right. Well, so that said, I am looking at SKT, SLGG, SVBI, and GameStop, and I'll put CLNE over here. So those are kind of the morning gappers, and they're not really significant. when we had that week, the couple weeks where everything was popping and popping, you didn't have a list like this where the top gainer was 26%. You need them to be over 50%. Instead, those weeks we had plus 700%, plus 400%, plus 150%. You had multiple plus 50% or more gainers on the day, every day. So we're totally dry this morning in that respect. All right, now let's search around for what's moving up in the right sectors here. Let me see if I can get that kind of information from somewhere. FinViz. Yes, but not necessarily multiple either, because at the beginning of the week, it was like less prospecty. And then Tuesday, less prospecty. And then yesterday, I think you're wrong about that, Keith. I think the max gainer yesterday was 89%. So it wasn't, it was 50% plus, yes. But I think yesterday was 89%. So it was just drying up, And today, max 19% right now, I think it is, or something, 26%, very low. Finance, industrial, and real estate, energy. If I had to really put at the forefront. Is that over in fundamental? Where is industry? There, industry sector. Okay. So energy. No, looks like FinViz does not give you pre-market, probably unless you pay for it. Probably should pay for it one of these days. I do have pre-market gainers. I just wanted to break it down. A little bit more. So what I'll do instead is take a look at the list here. Palantir is up 6%. So for those people who were asking about that the other day, get out while you can. So which banks were up the most yesterday? Does anyone remember? I believe Bank of America. So we'll probably want to have that on the radar this morning. And Wells Fargo. And I don't believe JPM was in such good shape. Who can remember? Is this worth doing full time? And how did it take to learn how to make a profit? Ask me tonight in class, okay? 9 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, yeah, you can definitely do that, Backwoods. Just PM me. All right, let's focus. We got 10 minutes to the market open. Energy play, PXD. All right, yeah, I want to get Hess up here. CPE, MRO, FANG, PayPal. Did PayPal do well yesterday? ExxonMobil, we'll keep up there. PayPal. You got to be quick to adapt. You have to be quick quick to adapt in the stock market. He who adapts the fastest wins. Lending Pro. Yeah, these were on our list. Yeah, AXP. I don't know if they did real well yesterday or not. Oh, okay. 2 minute today should be changed to 2 minute 2 days. I don't like that one, Elliot. Stop losing money alone. Now lose money with other people. Not sure I like that one. Gonna have to rephrase that one. That's pretty funny. All right, 7 minutes to the open. Let's see who we have over on YouTube. Mikey, thoughts on Buzz? No, I think it's terrible, actually. Right now, maybe later it'll be better, but like these next few days, not a good idea because those particular stocks that are comprising Buzz are not doing well. So whoever made the Buzz ETF, I don't know, doesn't look good. I mean, what's next? An ETF called Hype? How about another one called Pump and another one called Dump? So that way you can buy all the dumping, you get to short all the dumping, all the dumps, and then you have the pumps, right? And you get that ETF and you can go along all the pumps and you can be in both of them. You can play both sides by just going along on both of them. You can buy pumps and dumps and Buzz and Hype and there you go. And what's the other one? They should have an ETF called Wall Street's Bets, WSB, WSBS. But anyway, no, that's not how we're going to make money. Not consistently. No, we're not going to trade Microsoft. Let's get that off the radar. But we do have Bank of America there. We do have Wells Fargo, Hess, CPE, MRO. If anybody out there has the ability to do the scans, I do. But I mean, we only have a couple minutes here and we need to multitask. If you can look up what were the biggest gainers yesterday in financial. Let's get those. And then again, do that again with energy and then do it one more time with industrial. That list is going to be golden for us today. That's how we make money today. So if somebody can get on that, you can actually do it with FinViz screener. And if you're a whiz at that, we could use your help this morning as I'm continuing to set up. We're a team. So let's see if you can get that information to me. Yep, I have Fang right here. Yes, I have Fang right here. It's like you just barely see it. I do have that. Did Visa do really well? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm not sure I'm ready to put that on the radar. Maybe DFS. I definitely have PayPal on here. Where is it? It's right behind my screen. And what we're looking for is what's above the 200, which is that blue line. with all the moving averages sort of coiled up. And of course, we'll be watching GME. Yeah, Mike is a merger. Yeah. Forget about Michael's. A full-on merger. Yeah, I like SKT, by the way, for possible momentum. I'm going to keep that on the upper left. What is it? SKT. Basically, what we're doing is we're cycling through the alphabet. First, we go with RKT. Next day, SKT. Next day, TKT. Oops, I typed it wrong. SKT. There we go. All right, well, I'll do the scan then. Going over here to sector energy, technical, performance. On the week up by a lot. OMP, but what's the volume? Average volume. Average volume over 1 million would be nice. AMTX. All right, everybody on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We are going to go live trade now. Go ahead and join our Discord. Here's the link. Thanks for tuning in for the pre-market.